Y'all, it looks like Tia just slammed the door on King Harris and threw away the crown. And it's all because of a leaked tape that exposed King's alleged boyfriend and blew their entire family image to pieces. The footage was messy, the timing was wild, and what came next was straight chaos. Not only did the alleged boyfriend pop out with new receipts, but insiders are now claiming that for T.I., this wasn't just about a tape. It was about what that tape threatened to reveal about their whole family empire. Fans are now saying, "What you know about that? I know all about that." And asking some real questions. Did T.I. already know? Was this his breaking point? And is this just the tip of the iceberg of a much deeper secret the Harris family's been hiding? One thing's for sure and two things are certain. The internet is in shambles, the drama is getting darker, and T.I.'s silence is only making it worse. So let's get into this mess behind the leaked tape, the exposed boyfriend, and why T.I.'s family power might never recover from this one. Word on the street says that T.I. has finally reached his breaking point with King Harris, and this time it's not just petty father-son drama. According to insiders, T.I. is officially done, like cut him off done, after King got exposed in a leaked tape that sent the internet into meltdown mode. But let's be clear, this isn't your average celebrity scandal. This is the kind of situation that could blow the lid off a whole lot more than just King's reputation. If you've been keeping up, you already know that King's been pushing the limits for a while. Talk about a black sheep in the family. Between public outbursts and viral clashes with his parents, he's been testing boundaries for months. But this latest leak is next level. Not only was King allegedly caught on tape with another man, but the man in question is now coming forward with claims that he was being hidden and isn't staying quiet anymore. Fans believe this might be why T.I. decided to distance himself completely. It's not just about the tape, it's about the exposure, the embarrassment, and the narrative now created around the Harris family brand. If the rumors are even half true, this might just be the beginning of a whole new chapter of drama no one was ready for. From the looks of it, this may have been the last straw for T.I., because word is he's completely done with King. No contact, no calls, no texts. The streets say he feels humiliated and blindsided by the leak. Insiders claim he's no longer protecting King from the consequences of his actions. And it gets messy. T.I. is allegedly pressuring Tiny and the rest of the family to cut ties with King too. He reportedly wants everyone to fall in line and stop engaging with him altogether, arguing that King isn't just reckless anymore, he's actively damaging the family's name. But let's be clear, this isn't just about a gay tape, and it's not about T.I. being homophobic either, at least according to people close to the situation. What's really fueling the tension is years of built-up frustration. King has been wilding out for a long time, fighting in public, beefing with fans, embarrassing his parents, and even getting those oversized fake teeth. T.I. has reportedly spent years trying to keep him in check behind the scenes, but this scandal is bigger than anything before. Now it looks like T.I. is finally throwing in the towel. And sure, it might sound harsh, but let's be real. Given how reckless King has been and how fed up T.I. has looked for years, this fallout was basically inevitable. The tension has been simmering forever, and with each new scandal, T.I.'s patience just kept wearing thinner. So when this latest drama dragged the whole family through the mud, it wasn't a matter of if he snapped. It was only a matter of when. Everyone already knew things were strained between them, thanks to King's countless shenanigans. King has always had a complicated relationship with the spotlight, but even more so with his father. Like most celebrity kids, it started out lighthearted, but it didn't take long before the headlines turned messy. And for King, the drama wasn't just social media antics, it came with real-life consequences. Back in September 2022, King took to social media claiming he had been arrested and was in detention. He didn't give details, but the clip spread fast and sparked heavy backlash online. People weren't just questioning King, they were dragging T.I. for not keeping his son in check. It didn't help that King already had a reputation for being rebellious. Between his outbursts and constant beefs, something was clearly brewing. For many, that arrest was the moment everything snapped. Fans started speculating that the tension between T.I. and King had been building for years, and this was just more proof that all wasn't well in the Harris household. And if you know T.I., you know he doesn't take kindly to people questioning how he raises his kids. So when folks started dragging him over King's behavior, He clapped back quick. He jumped on social media, telling fans to stop coming at him with King drama, because King knows what's right and wrong. He just keeps choosing the wrong path. It was one of those moments where you could tell T.I wasn't just frustrated with King, but also with the internet acting like they knew how to raise his child better than him. And honestly, with how messy things had already gotten, it was clear this was just the beginning of a much deeper family rift.
As much criticism as I receive about my son, I would like to shed light on the fact. We all got bad kids, okay? Now listen, don't make it seem like I'm the only one on here who got bad kids. Try to take the good with the bad and just let them know. You go into prison if you keep it up. I don't wish it on him, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish it on him. And I love him through it. Whatever he going through, I love him through it.
King had racked up quite the rap sheet in a short amount of time. And every time his name hit the headlines, it was for all the wrong reasons. From skipping court dates to nearly crashing into a police car, it seemed like one thing after another. During one traffic stop, officers allegedly found both weed and a weapon in his vehicle. To top it all off, he was also charged with driving on an expired license back in 2022. At this point, folks are starting to feel like trouble just follows him, or maybe he's chasing it. And every time something goes down, the internet doesn't hesitate to drag his parents back into the spotlight. People keep pointing fingers at T.I and Tiny, claiming they either didn't raise him right or gave him too much freedom. This explains why T.I now feels the need to cut him off over his gay tape scandal, because he and Tiny have been getting dragged over King's behavior for way too long.
He want to go through the different challenges and adversities. He want to be tested and be graded on his response to whatever his skill set is in that area. Okay. Not, oh, well, he did bad because he T.I.'s son.
When the news broke that King was expecting a baby, a lot of folks thought this might be the turning point, something that would force him to grow up and finally patch things up with T.I. But no, that reconciliation never came. In fact, T.I didn't even try to hide his feelings about the situation. From the very beginning, he made it crystal clear that he was not happy about it. Insiders said he felt King wasn't ready to raise a child, especially with everything else going on in his life. Between the legal trouble, the leaked tape drama, and the constant media attention, T.I reportedly believed this was just one more messy situation waiting to explode. In an interview, he made it clear that the baby wouldn't change anything between him and King.
He just became a father, so I got 2 grandchildren now.
Wow, congrats.
Yeah, I got 2 granddaughters. I got a grandson on the way.
Wow.
King's about to have a son.
King's about to have a son, congrats.
Yeah. And I told him I'm gonna make this the greatest gangster of all times. I will raise this child to torture you the way that you tortured me. I promise you, there will be an indictment in this young one.
And to nobody's surprise, it didn't take long before the drama between King and his baby mama hit the fan. And T.I was absolutely not here for any of it. The streets were buzzing with whispers that King might not even be the biological father. But y'all have seen that baby, come on now. Word had it that the baby mama allegedly wasn't sure who the real father was, and decided to pin it on King anyway. That alone had folks side-eyeing the whole situation, but it didn't stop there. The rumors escalated quickly, with insiders claiming that a DNA test had already been done behind the scenes, and the results allegedly showed King is not the father. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've seen that baby, and it's got King's whole face. Still, imagine the kind of chaos that stirred up behind closed doors. T.I, who already felt like King was spiraling, was reportedly furious, seeing this as yet another scandal dragging the family name through the mud. The entire situation was a complete disaster. At this point, it was no shock that T.I had finally reached his breaking point. After years of cleaning up King's chaos, this latest scandal seemed to push him straight over the edge. Still, to be fair, sources say he's been doing everything he can behind the scenes to scrub that leaked video off the internet. And if the reports are even halfway true, then yeah, it makes sense why he's in full damage control mode. People who've seen the clip say it was raw, explicit, and left zero room for confusion, because King's face was clear as day. What we don't know is why T.I jumped in to bury the footage. Was it one last act of protection before cutting ties? Or was he simply trying to shield the family name from total humiliation? Either way, the damage was already done, and King had pushed way too far this time. By the looks of it, he's about to learn what happens when even your own father decides enough is enough. So after years of chaos, headlines, arrests, and now a full-blown scandal that shook the internet to its core, it looks like T.I is officially done playing cleanup crew for King. The leaked tape was messy, the boyfriend's exposé made it worse, and now the Harris family brand is hanging by a thread. With T.I allegedly cutting all ties and telling the rest of the family to follow suit, this might just be the coldest fallout we've seen from a hip-hop family in a long time. But one thing about King, he's not the type to go down quietly. So don't be surprised if this story explodes all over again. Because if the tape was just the beginning, we really have to wonder, what else is still hiding behind the curtain?